Welcome to the Christian Sports Podcast. This is your official Week 13 NFL recap of the 2025 season. And this week was absolutely wild. By the way, how was y'all Thanksgiving? Mine was eccentric. But back to the NFL. Upsets, dominations, game-winning drives, and a massive statement win from the Cowboys. Let's jump right into every single game and why each team won and why they lost. But first, to the intro. Here is your game-by-game breakdown. The Packers beat the Lions 31-24. The Packers won because Jordan Love played one of the most sharpest games of the season, hitting deep shots early, and Green Bay Packers forced the game's only major turnover in the fourth quarter. The Lions lost because of slow start, defensive breakdowns, and couldn't finish drive late, missed opportunities, killed by Detroit. And now it's the game that I do not want to talk about, but the Cowboys beat my Chiefs 31-28. The Dallas Cowboys won because Dallas made a statement when Dak was clutch. The run game was completely consistent, and the defense. Sorry about that, guys. Had to do something real quick. Might be a cut off the end of the video. But back into it. My Chiefs lost because red zone stalls in a late drive that fell short. Kansas City Chiefs defense simply couldn't get off the field. The Bengals beat the Ravens 32-14. The Bengals won because of total domination. Joe Burrow is completely back. Joe Burrow was all in rhythm all day. The run game was completely efficient. And the defense forced Lamar Jackson into uncomfortable throws. While the Ravens lost because their turnovers, no rhythm offensively, and their defense gave up too many explosive plays. But here is your Black Friday game. The Bears versus the Eagles. The Bears beat the Eagles 24-15. Eagles fans, I don't know what's going on with y'all, boy, but y'all lost to the Cowboys and the Bears. Think about that for a second. Fraud watch. I'm telling you. But the Bears defense set the tone from the start, shutting down Philly's big playability. The offense controlled the clock and avoided mistakes. While the Eagles lost, they couldn't finish drives, struggled on third down, and their offense looked completely flat. The Texans beat the Colts 20-16. Texas won because of their efficient offense, strong red zone defense, and their late game winning drive sealed it. While the Colts lost because they failed to capitalize in scoring range, and they couldn't stop Houston in the fourth quarter. The Dolphins beat the Saints barely 21-17. While the Dolphins won because Tua was a sharp when it mattered, and Miami's defense came up with two massive stops late. The Saints lost because of the inconsistent offense and a costly turnover in the final minutes. The Panthers beat the Rams surprisingly 31-20. I'm just not realizing. The Panthers beat the Bills and the Rams. The Rams was supposed to be their number one seed today. But yeah. Is the Rams still the number one seed? Possibly not, but let's go. The Panthers won because Carolina found balance and their strong rushing attack plus explosive throws. They closed the game perfectly with the clutch drive. While the Rams lost because their defense couldn't get off the field and late penalties crushed their momentum. The Jets beat the Sorry, I forgot what was that, but the Jets won because of timely offense and enormous defensive stops in the final minute. The Falcons lost because of a missed field goal and poor late execution. Poor. The Buccaneers sneaked right by the Cardinals. The Buccaneers won because of their defense stepped up with the late interception.
How is that Tom Brady?
and the Bucks controlled the tempo in the second half. The Cardinals lost because they couldn't finish 2 red zone trips and allowed a late game winning drive. The 49ers beat the Browns 26-8. While the 49ers won because a pure dominance, San Francisco owned both line of scrimmage and the defense suffocated Cleveland. Why the Browns lost because no explosive plays, poor execution, and 0 offensive rhythm. The Jaguars beat the Titans 25-3. The Jaguars won because the Jaguars are trying to go to the Titans. But let me get more in depth. Jacksonville executed perfectly, a balanced attack, great protection, and the defense shut everything down. The Titans lost because no offense at all. They couldn't run, they couldn't pass, and they couldn't sustain drives. The Vikings get absolute smashed by the Seahawks. The Seahawks scores 26 to the Vikings 0. The Seahawks won because Seattle's defense was completely unstoppable. A complete shutout. Geno Smith played completely. He didn't even play for the Seahawks. I don't know what we're talking about. Oh my god. But Sam Darnold played completely clean football and controlled the pace. The Vikings lost because their offense never showed up. 0 points, no protection, and caused the pressure. I ain't gonna lie to you. 9. Bro, you are a bust. Get it together, brother, man. Get it together. 9, you suck. The Chargers beat the Raiders 31-14. The Chargers won because of super efficient day from Madison Beer Herbo and a defense that forced multiple turnovers. The Raiders lost because of turnovers, penalties, and no downfield threat. The Bills beat the Steelers 26-7. The Bills won because an elite defense, a dominant run game, and a perfect balanced offensive attack. While the Steelers lost because their offensive line struggled, they couldn't run the ball, and Buffalo dictated everything. The Broncos squeezed right by the Commanders 27-6. The Broncos won because of a clutch final drive and perfect late game clock management. The Commanders lost because they settled for too many field goals and couldn't get the final stop when the game mattered the most. And now for the Christian podcast special. Drum roll, please. The Cowboys versus the Chiefs. The reason why this was game of the week, number 1, it was on Thanksgiving Day. 2 of the top teams, high-level quarterback play, highlights moments, and a down to the wire finish. This game had everything, and Dallas made a massive NFL statement. Here is your offensive player of the week. This is a returning player, Joe Burrow. He was completely efficient, accurate, and explosive. He carved up the Ravens' defense in the biggest upset of the whole entire week. The defensive player of the week is, drumroll please, the Seahawks defense collectively in a complete shutout. A shutout in the NFL is completely rare, and Seattle made Minnesota look completely overwhelmed and completely useless. But another Christian sports podcast special catch of the week, and this catch of the week comes from the Panthers with a game-winning sideline toe tap versus the Rams in a complete tight window throw, perfect body control, and a toe tap to seal the win. A highlight reel, completely material. Hey guys, sorry for the background change, but here is your moment of the week, and the moment of the week is Broncos game-winning drive versus the Washington Commanders. Think of this, 26 and you're down. Denver marched up the field and stole the game with under a minute left. Think about that for a second. That was absolutely insane. Insane game to watch. But here is the Bible scripture of the day, and it is Isaiah 41:10. Fear not, for I am with you. Be not dismayed, for I am your God. I will strengthen you and help you. I will uphold you with my righteous right hand. This message goes with the week because when life feel like a fourth and long moment, remember, God doesn't back down and he doesn't let go. never fighting alone. And that has been the Christian Sports Podcast. I'm out.